Hi guys, welcome to my video. We're going to do Easter nails today. Hop right in. So I'm just going to paint my nails. Every color is going to be a different color. And I went with like a pastel rainbow color. And right now I'm just going to paint the base color on each nail. And I'm having a little difficulty here. I'm using the Beetles gel polish from Amazon. Brighten Your Style gel polish kit. I will link it down below. You get 20 colors in this kit. You also get a top coat that is shiny, a matte top coat, and a base coat. There's some glitter in this set, and then a bunch of different colors. So it's a really nice set. And I believe it was like $24 for the whole set. I'll link it down below. I really like the wear on this brand. I've actually bought so far the nude, the neon, and now the yeah, I think there's another collection that I have. I have 3 collections now, but I'll link them down below and you can get them on Amazon and they're really great. So once you get them all painted, each one a different color, you just pop them in to cure. I usually cure in my UV light for 60 seconds. Depending on your wattage, I would recommend 60 seconds to maybe a minute and a half if your wattage is lower. I think my wattage is 120, I believe. Yes, my wattage is 120. As you can see, I am really not worried about slapping on the paint. I mean, it's nail polish. It wipes right off, so I just kind of throw it on there and clean up my edges. Always clean up your edges before you cure it. It's a little bit easier to get off. Obviously, if you cure it before you clean up your edges, no big deal. With the gel polish, it usually just peels off. So then you just pop it in 60 seconds. Then I'm just going to put the top coat on. I went with matte top coat to begin with. So I want my base coat to be matte. So that's what I'm doing here. You just put a thin layer on each nail and then you're just going to pop it back in for 60 seconds. So I'm going to start putting some art on my nails. I really don't have a plan when I do art. I usually just go about it. As I go, I make up my own plan. So you'll see that today. I'm going to use the dotting tool. It's not in frame. Sorry about that. I'm not a professional. I am just your girl next door doing her nails. So I just take this little dotting tool, which you can get this off of Amazon as well. They usually come in a kit of 4. And then I just take some of the product and put it right on my nail. And you want this to be a little thick, so you see me going back for a little bit more. The reason why you want it to be thick is because you want it to be like a 3-dimensional dot. So you want your little dot to be raised up. So I am going to do that. I'm trying to show you in the in the frame. did not get that in frame. Sorry about that. But so yeah, I'm just gonna do 3 dots here. I'm doing the same thing. I'm just bringing up a little bit of product with the dotting tool. I'm using very light pressure to put the dot on the nail. I'm just trying to get the product off of the dotting tool onto my nail. And once I got enough on the dot, and I feel like there's enough raised up to make it a 3-dimensional, then I'll pop it in and cure it for 30 to 60 seconds. There's not a whole lot of product there, so 30 seconds would probably suffice. I'm going to go ahead and do the art on my next nail before I finish the dots off with a top coat. I'll just top coat them together. So here I'm just going to put some product on the plate, and I'm putting some clear acrylic powder on top of the gel polish. If you don't have acrylic powder, you can use the dip powder. It's basically the same thing. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of making the gel polish thicker. And I've seen this done a few other times, and it makes the product a little bit thicker so it stands up more. If you were to put the gel polish just on your nail and try to do the art with just the gel polish, which you probably saw in my previous video where I did my first attempt at the sweater nail, which is kind of like what I'm going to do now with the 3-dimensional on the yellow. I'm putting the yellow on top of the yellow. The one I did on the sweater nail, you really could not see that polish very well, but it did not project it as well. And I think it's because I put the gel polish directly on the nail. This makes the polish actually a little bit thicker, so it will project out a little bit more. I did not have to do this with the glitter polish because it already has glitter in the polish, so it makes it a little bit thicker. You can kind of see already in the video the yellow on top of the yellow. It's already standing out, as with my previous video. It just blended in when I just used the gel polish with nothing in it. It did not, you didn't get that projection that you're wanting. And you can do any design you want. I'm just kind of doing a squiggly line and some dots here. Like I said, I didn't really have a plan in mind. So I'm basically just coloring my nails like Easter eggs is the thought process in my mind behind decorating my nails like I'm decorating eggs. I felt like putting the powder inside the gel polish did help thicken the polish up, and it did project a lot better. I don't know if it shows up a lot on this yellow nail, but later in the video you'll see where I do it with a different color on a different colored background on a nail, and you'll see the projection is a lot prominent. So now when you're done, you dust over top of that nail with a little bit of that same powder. And pop it in and cure it. So I'm going to go over top of what I've already done with a top coat. And I decided to make any projection that I've done shiny top coat because the background is matte. So I'm using a shiny top coat on the projection, and I'm just putting it on with a very thin little brush so that it doesn't get on the background because I want the background to stay matte. And I'm just going to go over top of the dots on the pink nail and then the design of the yellow, and I'm just going over the top of what I put on there. I did notice that once the background was matte and the top of the projection was shiny, it did help bring it out a little bit more. It gave it that wet look as well. And I'm just gonna pop these in and cure them real quick. So I'm going to go to the other side and I'm going to paint my base coat on these nails. I'm just using 5 different colors, and just like I did before on the other side. Cure those and just put your matte top coat on, just like before. Cure that for 60 seconds, and then you're ready to start decorating these nails. So I'm going to do that 3-dimensional thing like I did on the yellow. I'm just going to mix up same thing with this purple color. Just going to make a little bit thicker. You'll see I'm going to put this on a lighter background. I'm not going to put it on the same color background, and it does show up a little bit better because it obviously is a different color. But you'll see the projection that you get because this, I was going to put it over here, but then I decided I'll put it on a lighter background. And it really was, I guess the biggest difference is once you put that shiny top coat on to finish it off, just really brings it all together. And there's no rhyme or reason to, anyway, I'm decorating my fingers. I was just playing like I'm decorating Easter eggs, practicing for when I have my grandbabies over, and we're really decorating our Easter eggs for real. Just going to put some powder over top of it like I did the other one. Tap, 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 and cure for 60 seconds. I'm going to do the top coat, and with my little brush, I'm just going to go right over top of those with a shiny top coat. And just bring them to life. The good thing about gel polish, well, I'm trying to show you what it looks like up close, and for some reason my camera's blurry. So you just cure that for 60 seconds and it's done. And you just move on to the next one. But the good thing about gel polish, well, any polish really, if you are decorating your nails per se and you mess up, big deal. As long as you have not cured it, you just wipe it off. If your line is crooked and you're a perfectionist, clearly I am not. I like my little crooked lines. But I know one of my best friends is very, very particular about very straight lines. And she would want her line very straight. So in that instance, she would just wipe it off and put it on again. No big deal. You put it under the light when you are ready and when you like it. Yeah. So the second one I just did, just like the other hand, I just put 3 dots of sparkly glitter, and I'm going to top it off with a shiny top coat. And then on this one, I really didn't know what I was going to do. I had some glitter polish, and it was blue. So I decided just to make a line down the center. It's very difficult to make a straight line with a polish that is kind of goopy. So it's not perfectly straight, but it's okay. And you just top that off with a shiny top coat like everything else. Just to make it shiny, just to match everything else. I decided to go back over here and add a little pop of color. They looked a little boring, so I decided to add a little line to divide my sparkle and my matte where it was shiny and just a matte color, just to give it a little something else. I mean, aren't our Easter eggs very colorful and fun? I think my grandsons will think my nails are very fun. I think they're fun. I did the same thing here. Just added a little definition. And I cured them. And that's that. Happy Easter. I hope you like my nails. Hit the subscribe button. Hope you liked it. Come back next week and we'll do our nails together again. See you soon.